time it's like if you're thinking, oh, I'll just stay awake this 4:30 or something.
Right, Kate, lean in. Kirsty, lean in. You two lean out. And this is our wedding breakfast. Kate, the bride, mother of the bride, bridesmaid, and me.
Father of bride.
That was my speech. I might cut all out. I'll probably cut all out and just have some little snippets of it.
It's supposed to press it on. Yeah, but it's still got a few hours to go.
Enjoy your breakfast. Good. Is that it?
Yes.
Dad. What about Debbie?
Now Debbie is fine.
Just Deb, hang on a sec.
Oh, sorry.
Can you cue you in?
Stage left.
Right.
Debbie.
What about Debbie?
Debbie is fine this morning.
Good.
Not too bad at all.
Good. Did you sleep well?
No.
No?
Not really. No.
Excited?
Yes. Very excited.
Looking forward to the day?
Oh yes, definitely. It's been a long time coming. Brilliant.
I pretend to be Charlie Derricks.
Over to Kirsty. How are you, Kirsty?
I'm fine, thank you muchly.
Good. Did you drink well? Yes. Did you sleep well?
Did a few last
I
night.
slept very, very well
That's good as well.
because I was with little Katie.
Yeah. While I'm talking to Kirsty, Jane is trying to wriggle past my shoulder. No, she can't get away. You've got to talk. You need to speak.
You didn't cue her in.
No, she was trying to cue herself out. How are you, Jane? How are you?
Fine.
How's your head?
Fine.
Good. Looking forward to the day.
Fine.
The only thing that's not fine
How's
is
the weather?
It's the weather.
not fine.
Not yet.
It will be fine.
It's
It
so
will
much-
Casey's got a tenner on it.
Yeah.
And here's a shot of the girls' team. The boys are probably still down the pub. Right, say goodbye now. Wait, bye-bye.
So we're all looking beautiful, but even more beautiful.
Okay, and it's now over to Kate's dad, Rob Lucas, father of the bride. And how are you feeling today, Rob?
Better than yesterday.
What
Good
happened
job. Kate didn't
yesterday?
get married yesterday because we had a heavy night down at the town hall. What, you going to tread on the dress, Kate?
Am I on the dress?
No, you're off now.
Oh my gosh. Are you lying?
No. I'm
Let's
just going to pass
see.
this little horseshoe to Kate. She'll get it presented properly later when she's prancing outside the church. But I got them polished up, ready for this day.
Oh,
It's English Electric where I worked there. I left English Electric on the 30th of June 1978, which is 22 years ago yesterday. I've had this ready waiting for Kate for 22 years.
oh bless.
Thank you, Dad. So we need to get the telephone.
I'll get it.
That flower won't fall.
And now it's almost all over by the shouting. Well, we've had the shouting. That dress looks absolutely lovely, Kate.
Do you like it?
It's a bit short though, isn't it?
Yeah, well.
Ta-da.
Half bit down there.
Hello.
And here's the bridesmaids. One and two.
I just got some water.
Oh, did you now?
You've what? Weed on your dress? Yeah. You're
Can't take it anywhere.
You're too skinny for your dress.
Why? What's it doing?
Gaping a bit.
Better start doing some exercises,
You will
Kirsty, half an hour.
You will have waters on your dress anyway because the flowers are still wet because they've been rained on. So did they take all the Q ends and the gypsophilia and the two massive?
They've taken everything that was here apart from the buttonholes.
That looks nice. Thank
It
you.
does look nice. Does it not need to be filled? Or do you need to see if
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know
I
either.
think it's meant to be filled. Dad,
Right, this is it before the excitement. Are you smiling?
Yeah,
Right, I'm just looking through here. You look all black and white to me. Where's the girls?
they're in here.
Come on, girls, quickly,
Quick, Kev.
because step over the train, mind the tracks. What's the live rail?
Kirsty's going to hold Debbie's flowers because Debbie's got hay fever.
Casey's got two.
It's not very big.
And here are the girls.
Don't you look beautiful?
Oh, don't they?
Scrub up
We
well.
scrub all well.
And here they are,
Here we
father and daughter. Shall I zoom?
Don't
Oh.
be crying because it'll set me off. I feel really calm. I don't think I'm
Bless
going to cry.
you.
I
He
feel
wants to
too
get a little
happy.
bit on.
I haven't.
Annie's the other woman.
There's my car!
What?
Mick who?
My cars!
Is it?
Who?
Yeah, no, it's not here.
Is that chewing gum, Kate?
So we were meant to go by the cake.
Where?
Where the cake is.
It's a nice cake, isn't it?
It is.
It's nice.
The mic trees that down Anyway, 1st of July 2000. Where have the last 2 years gone since Kate and Chris got engaged on the 1st of July 1998? They've fairly flown over, especially the last couple of months, with setting up the invitations, logging the RSVPs, handling inquiries about transport, maps, hotels, wedding gift lists, etc. But we managed it. At times our spare bedrooms like a mail order house. Piles of leaflets, envelopes and checklists. That's a good, that's a good prompt to say one or two thank yous. And firstly, I'd like to say thank you to my wife Jane, mother of the bride. Who, as usual, was the most organised person in the world, kept everything in order, including myself, which is no mean feat. So I've been holding back in the drink this afternoon so far, so I think I'll have one now. Cheers, Jane. Thank you very much. Secondly, I'd like to thank all of you for coming along and making this a really wonderful day for Kate and Chris. I'm sure they appreciate it. I certainly do. So, from me to you, thank you very much for coming along. Anyway, going back to the wedding gift list I just mentioned, I'm sure Kate and Chris will be thanking everyone personally for the really smashing gifts they've received from today. In fact, they'll probably spend the first day or two of the honeymoon in Antigua writing thank you cards. But I've had a sneak preview of all the presents, and as Brucey's been heard to say on more than one occasion, didn't they do well? In fact, the list of gifts reads just like a Generation Game script. In fact, I've got the script, the Generation Game script here. The toaster, the photo frames, set of pans, some towels, dinner service, and yes, you've guessed it, even the cuddly toy. What the hell do you want that for? I don't know. Answered on a postcard to the DJ before 10:30 p.m. Chris has promised a pint to the sender of the most original suggestion. Where was I? One thing that was missing in the list they put out was the Venetian blinds. I can't understand why no one bought the Venetian blinds. And to me, Venetian blinds were one of the most important inventions of the 20th century. Without Venetian blinds, it would be curtains for all of us.
The old one's the best.
But as I said earlier, hasn't time flown? I can still remember now Kate skipping school. Sorry, Kate skipping home from school. Saying, Mum, Dad, I've got a boyfriend. He's got lovely long dark hair. He's tall and handsome. His name is Chris. There's just one thing. What? Dad? He's a red. Kate, don't worry. He's young. He's got time to change. This time next year, he could probably be Liberal Democrat, Tory, Green Party. Dad, you don't understand. I mean, he's a Liverpudlian red. He's a card-carrying copite. I tell you now, my whole life flashed before my eyes. Shankly, St. John, Ian Rush, Sandy Brown's own goal. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-0. Well, what can you do? You can't pick the friends for them. They've got to make their own mistakes. Sorry, Chris, just kidding. Seriously, Jane and I think Chris is a smashing lad, but a red. Actually, on the football thing, Chris said to me after about 6 years he was going out to Kate, you know what, Rob? Since I've been going out to Kate, Liverpool have never beaten Everton. Do you want to marry her? I said. And so, here we are today, with one mixed marriage. I have no worries about whatsoever. So ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, please be upstanding. Join me in the toast to Kate and Chris, the bride and groom. Simon says, sit down. As I said, time's really skipped along. Joking before about Kate slitting my throat reminded me of the time she tried to slit her own. When she was 3 or 4 years old, she liked me so much, she wanted to be just like me. So one day, up she comes to the bathroom, what is my razor? I slit her lip. Blood everywhere. That was the last time she tried to model herself on her dad. Since then, she stuck to trying to look beautiful, like her mum. That should be worth at least a drink later. And she's certainly done a smashing job today in a new frock. I'm as proud as any dad could possibly be. and I think she looks absolutely lovely. And I'd like to give her a toast myself. You can sit down if you want, but to Kate. Nearly finished. One very important thank you to make, which you've not made yet, and that's to 2 more people who've really done their bit in allowing us all to get together to celebrate Kate and Chris's marriage. And that's Miriam and Pete. You're not my guests, you're not Jane and Rob's guests. You are, in alphabetical order, Jane, Miriam, Pete, and Rob's guests. So thank you, Peter, thank you, Miriam. Now, many questions. I just want to finish off with a tale I heard of a wedding recently, where there was a priest and a Methodist minister invited. When they came in together, the hostess came up to direct a drink for the toast. The priest said, "Oh yes, please, have a large scotch." The minister said, in a much louder voice, "I'd rather have a scarlet woman than touch the demon drink." The priest pushed his drink back in the tray and says, "Hang on, I didn't know there was a choice." With that, I will finish. Safe to say, if there are any clergy present, Dick, no offence, please accept my apologies. And if there are any scarlet women present, see you in the bar later.
Ladies and gentlemen, the groom. Like Rob, I'm obviously orders myself, and I'll try not to go on too long. But as I'm sure you'll all appreciate, I don't often get the chance to talk uninterrupted while Kate's around. I'm going to make the most of this opportunity while I've got it. My wife and I would like to start by thanking Rob for his kind words just now. Having just seen his only daughter marry a Liverpudlian, of all things, as he just said, I know those words mean a great deal, and they mean a great deal to me. And because I'm eternally grateful to him for giving me Kate's hand in marriage. So thanks first to Rob. Organising a wedding is never the easiest of tasks, but thankfully our sets of parents have made today very easy for Kate and I. My thanks therefore go to Rob and Jane. I'm sure you will all agree, Kate is a wonderful person, a very special person, of whom Rob and Jane are rightly proud. My thanks go to them, therefore, not only in their help in organising today and over the past 2 years, but in bringing Kate up to be the most beautiful and kind-hearted person I will ever know. So thanks first to Rob and Jane. My thanks also go, therefore, to my own parents.
Not for those reasons.
After all, it is they who have put up with me for the past 23 years, which, again, is no mean feat. But to be fair, I don't think they've done such a bad job. So as a token of our gratitude, I'd like to present both sets of parents a small gift. Thank you. I'd also like to thank everyone who's come here to share this special day with us. It's meant a lot to Kate and I that you're all here. So thank you very much for that. I'd also like to thank especially people who have travelled a long distance to be with us here today. Some from as far away as Yorkshire and even Essex. I can count the times I've been deliriously happy in my life, and there have been 3. Apologies.
So far.
Apologies to Rob and Jane. The first was when Ian Rush scored at Wembley in 1986 to give Liverpool the double. The second was 2 years and a day ago when Michael Owen scored that goal against Argentina. But the third came the very following day, and he's been getting better every day ever since. That was the day that Kate agreed to marry me. I was probably the only one who woke up that day with a smile on my face, the previous night's events. While being a Liverpool and England fan, as Rob mentioned, my one true hero, and the one person I love and support more than anything else, is Kate. Not that you would have thought that 6 years ago. Everybody knows the lines of those great classic romantic, Romeo and Juliet, Antony and Cleopatra, Marge and Homer Simpson. Few, however, will remember the line, "We're going to the pub, you can come if you want." However, it was with those words that I persuaded Kate to go out with me. And she hasn't come to her senses yet. 6 years on, here we are to tell the tale. My thanks also go today to Alex. Normally, it is the duty of the best man to get the groom to the church on time, fully clothed, and stone cold sober. Now, the moment I asked Alex to be my best man, I had a feeling the roles were likely to be reversed. Never mind, 1 out of 3 is not that. When I did ask Alex to be my best man, he quite rightly pointed out to me, "Have you noticed how I am the best man? Of all the men, I am the best," he said. You're just the groom." Kate and I agree, and for that reason, we'd like him to accept this small gift as a token of our gratitude. Today would not have gone as smoothly either if it wasn't for our ushers, our brothers. On my side, Andrew and Ian, and on Kate's, Mark. I'm sure you'll all agree they've both been a marvellous help in taking some of the weight of responsibility off our shoulders, and hopefully off yours as well. So our thanks go to them. And if they'd like to come up and accept these gifts. That's for you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Cheers, Andrew.
Finally, and perhaps most importantly, I would like to thank our bridesmaids today, Debbie and Kirsty. After all, it is Kate's big day. I'm sure without their wonderful help, both this morning and in the past 2 years, she wouldn't look as splendid and as relaxed as she did at the altar this morning. So thank you to them. I don't know if Debbie will remember this, but around about 5.5, 6 years ago, she pulled me aside and thanked me for making her best friend so happy. 6 years on, it's my turn now to thank Debbie and Kirsty for making my best friend so happy. So, continuing the theme, like the bridesmaids, to accept this gift. So, ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for a toast. To the bridesmaids.
I'd like to start by thanking everyone that travelled here today, particularly the bride and groom, who probably travelled further than anyone to actually between them. It's usually customary at this point for the best man to embarrass the groom with tales about his former school days and the antics that he got up to. But unfortunately, I didn't go to school with Chris, so I asked some of his friends. However, I'm not going to pursue this one because there are children present. So if you'd like to hear any of these tales, just catch up with Dom or Paul at the bar, and I'm sure they'll be happy to share a few of them with you. I did, however, go to university with Chris, where we studied hard and we lent each other books. When we had the time, we'd occasionally nip down the pub to watch the footy, and Chris was always eager to join in the post-match celebrations. One night he was so post-match celebrated that we lost him halfway through the night. Not wanting to let this deter us from our evening's entertainment, we carried on. And someone pointed out that maybe we should go and look for him. We started to wander back towards our street. It was deadly silent apart from the faint sound of Spice Girls coming from somewhere. Thinking who'd be playing Spice Girls at this time of the evening. As we got closer to our horror, we found that it was actually Chris playing the Spice Girls. But it doesn't end there, does it, Chris? As we opened the door, we saw him at the top of the stairs, in his underpants, dancing away to the Spice Girls. And if anyone doesn't believe this, we've still got the photographs. As you may well know, Chris ran the London Marathon recently. It came in around about 12,000 or thereabouts. And this surprised me because Kate said she was expecting him to come first. I wouldn't have took Kate to be the nervous type, but I overheard her last night, and she doesn't know this, but as I was stood behind her, she must have been rehearsing what she was going to do for the wedding, because she was stood there going, "I'll alter him." Continuing with this theme of the mixed marriage, I'm interested to see when the first baby comes along, what type of bribes the grandfathers are going to get to try and persuade it to join them. And what about when it's old enough to make its own decision? Is it going to get disowned from one half? But I think you'll all agree with me, anyone that knows Chris and Kate, it's touching to see what they share with each other. And if anyone was ever meant for each other, it's these two. Anyone that knows them will know that. And I'm going to leave Chris with one piece of advice. When she's right, she's right. When you're right, she's right. When you're wrong, she's right. When she's wrong, you're on your own, mate. There. All our best, Kev and Apple. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So we cannot be with you on your special day, but we will be thinking of you both. All the best for the future together, Graham and Maureen. Kate and Chris, may you always cherish one another more than yesterday and less than tomorrow. Be happy and healthy, Pat and Kate. I just say Ken. To Kate and Christopher, with lots of good wishes on your special day, with lots of love from Margie, Peter and David. 1 out of 3 is not bad. And finally, Y2K couple. I'll read over this one. So you've chosen the year 2000 to skip on down the aisle. So enjoy your life as hubby and wife, and don't forget to smile. Kate and Chris, I wish you the best for your future. You're made for each other. I'll be thinking of you on your special day. I wish I could be there with you. Love, Jenny, Middlesex Uni. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And if I told you that dare to believe you. If I told you that, if I told you, if I told you, if I said, what would you say? What would you say, baby? If I told you that, if I told you that, I wanna really see you. If I told you that, if I told you, I think to please you. If I told you that, if I told you, I'll always keep you. What would you say? Would you be there? Say, could you dare to hold me? Will my baby, baby, what would you say? Oh yeah. If I told you, I said if I told you, if I told you that, I think to please you, my love, I'll always, what would you say? You know I love you.
You don't say that. I was so careful as well. Careful to put next to your face just because I think how so
It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. But not my loves you can easily hide. Don't have much money, but boy, if I did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live. I was a sculptor, but then again, no, or a man who makes wishes and I travel and show. I know it's not much, but it's the best I can do. My gift is my song, and this one's for you. Those are the sweetest nights. while you're in the world. I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind, you're putting down the world. I wonderful life while you're in the world.
Oh, super. A big round of applause for the bride and groom, please. Oh yeah, really fantastic. Now they do want a second first dance, but they want other people up with them. And I can understand why when you hear it. They feel this reflects their personalities a bit more. It's space with me and you versus the world.
I just let you hang in it 'cause I'm alive from the moment I knew that there could only be one outcome. Yes, and you and me's the world forever. You have no bolts and I'm just a drum, but we made out. That we would never sell each other out of life. Protect our world and make me down. The stars will shine just for us. Hey now, me and you raise the world now. What a flare in the sky now. See the stars will shine just for us. We hit the right and we turn out to a side and I'm like, right back again. I need to look me that right. It's me that to me. The lonely heart has been lonely. You and the best to the worst couldn't hear me shouting you to stop. I know that this is traffic passing by. We come together, we will now know that it's time. Let's turn the world out. We have to miss the world out. Look up there in the sky now. See the sun will shine just for us. Hey now, me and you is the world now. Look up there in the sky now. See the sun will shine just for us. I went in next to the balloon chip. So I hit it with the end. To the baby and the performance music. I get to catch, pick you up on the edge. We didn't get too far. We made it to the parking lot. 40 cops in the front. Gets a good shot. Lying there dying in each other's arms. Oh, you said to me, don't worry, my little sweetheart. Together we shall never be apart. So a chance on a loser like me, but you never left me down. I went on the catch of a boy. Way back
Kate's going to say a few words, I believe, since nobody else is brave enough. No, sorry Chris, I know you are. I'll hand you over to Kate.
Hello. Well, I thought, seeing as the men did a bit this afternoon, I thought it was my turn to say something.
We're doing a bit tonight as well.
I'd just like to say thanks to everyone to come this evening. I hope you've enjoyed yourself as much as Chris and I have. It's just been an absolute amazing day. It's just been brilliant. Thanks for all your presents and all your cards and kind words. It is appreciated. While I'm thanking people, I'd just like to thank Stephen, who's doing our DJ.
He's doing it.
He's doing it, yeah. It does make a difference because I've known Mally for about 10 years or something. It does make it a bit more personal rather than just the cheesy normal DJs that you get. Yeah, this is a cheesy DJ that we know. So just because we're just a little token of our appreciation, say thanks very much for doing it out of the goodness of your heart. Okay, and all that's left to say is get drinking, get dancing, and enjoy the rest of the night.
A big round of applause for Chris and Kate there, thank you very much. I'll try not to make it too cheesy. If we could drop the lights behind the bar, please. Thank you. Oh, we're going to kick it off with a little bit of Whitney Houston.
Oh, I didn't remember me doll. Violet. Yeah. Violet.
She have it officially at 4 o'clock. She covers and sees it in my house. Oh, Violet's going.
Bye, Violet.
Bye. Good night.
I'll keep you from the cold. I'll hold you when you cry.
Yeah, okay.
I'll be there to be strong when you
Have fun in Antigua.
find the strength
Send us a card.
inside. And you'll always have a home in these arms of mine. You'll never stand alone. Love is standing by. Oh, yes it is. Yes. If there's a day when the rain should find your heart and you're cold and tired and lonely, and this world has you in the dark, don't be scared. You can just reach for me and I'll be there. Don't lose hope. Love will see